How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to talk about playing Arco with the upright bass. I play both French and German grip, and I first want to talk about bow grip and tension of the hair, and then we'll talk about how to get a basic tone with the upright bass. So many different factors play into a good tone, such as the string, the hair, the bow, the rosin you're using, and technique. So I'll try to address all of those things as we kind of go through this video. So first, let's talk about bow grip and tension. I have here a German bow. You can tell it's a German bow because of the larger frog. This is the frog for those of you that don't know out there. So let's talk about the grip on this thing. This bow is played with an underhanded grip, and the grip that I use kind of comes through the lineage of Ludwig Streicher, who was a teacher in Vienna, one of my teachers' teachers. And what you kind of want to do is you have your hand open and you grip the bow underneath. So let me go into a close-up and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so when you have the frog in your playing position, the hand comes up underneath, and you place the frog in the palm of your hand, like so, and then grab your fingers around it, kind of in just a natural position. The way your hand kind of sets open, and you kind of close your hand around that frog. Okay, then the pinky comes underneath, the middle finger goes inside, and the first and second finger go on the stick. The thumb grips over the top of the stick. Okay, now depending on the volume level and the stroke that you're using, this grip will change from kind of a pencil sort of grip. Let's see if we can get there. Kind of that pencil sort of grip thing going on, to more of a thumb on top, kind of palm in, fist for really loud stuff. Okay, and that's going to change based on what's happening with the music. But this is kind of the basic hold. Okay. See that? Okay. So once you have this basic grip, the tension of your hair should be as such that when you apply pressure, the bow should move maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch, depending. This is going to vary for you depending on your bow and the hair and the string that you have. Okay. All right. So once you have this grip kind of happening, and that's just a basic start, the way you want to get a good tone with the German grip, it all comes from the shoulder. All of it comes from up here. So think about having your hand where the string is, but you're relaxing all the way through to your leg. Okay? One way to practice that is just have your arm up here and just let it drop. Or have someone grab your arm and lift it up for you, and then have them let it go. So it's just a dead, floppy thing. Okay? That relaxes the shoulder, the back, the upper arm, and you use that weight to apply the quote-unquote pressure to the string. I don't push the string down with muscle, because it actually constricts the string. Okay, so when you're just relaxing there, the string can move freely. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Okay, when I play pizzicato, the string vibrates in its fullest, and you can really see it go. It's really moving freely end to end. If I play Arco and I actually push into the string with pressure from my muscles, watch that string, it doesn't move nearly as much. It's pretty loud, but It's just not, it's not moving as wide as it was. If I relax and just use the weight of my arm to get that string to go, it's huge. It's a big sound. It's just the weight of my arm with a good grip. I let the bow do the work to pull that sound out. It works great. That's huge. I can even overplay the string. Applying so much energy, that string is so wide and free to vibrate that it just overplays and goes sharp. Okay? So, relaxing from the shoulder. Okay, so once you stay relaxed up at the shoulder, then you can start working on the open strings. Okay? What you want to do is apply the weight and wiggle that string back and forth. You should be able to move the string without actually playing it because the weight will hold it there. Pull it to one side and let the string slip out from underneath the bow. And then stop. You should hear a little pop or a little crunch. Okay? Once you get that kind of attack, then you just keep moving and stay relaxed. And it's going to be a big sound. And it works with every string. Okay? When you're playing the 4 strings, kind of keep in mind like the pressure that you want to apply, and when I say pressure I mean weight of the arm, is less for the smaller strings. So think of it like gears in a car. The lower the string, the lower the gear, the more weight you need to use to get that to go. If I use the same amount of weight as I use on the G string from the E string, it's too much. So relax, stay relaxed, but lift up a little. And you get a nice full sound. Now with the open strings, if you play these strings as such, when you start stopping notes with your fingers and you play the same way, you'll get a good full sound, regardless of where you play. Okay, so that's really going to help out like the openness kind of sound that you want to get from your instrument. If you press, you're going to have too much. Okay, it should be really relaxed. The key is to relax every part of your body. If you're tense anywhere, it'll actually translate into the tone. Your feet, your legs, your back, and it'll translate in. One of the reasons that I play Arco in a seated position is so I don't have to hold the bass up with my hands, with my arms. I'm on a stool that's cut just right for my leg length, and I can sit and not worry about holding the instrument. I can fully relax. I can feel the floor underneath my feet, and it's really comfortable. So I play seated mostly when I'm playing with a bow. It's better on your back. You can relax your butt cheeks and your legs, and it's just a lot nicer for me to play seated. That's another thing to kind of take into consideration if you're learning, is to get a stool and play seated. But also you want to have your feet on the ground when you're playing on a stool. It just helps kind of center your gravity into the earth. Okay. So with this weighted attack, it works everywhere when you stop notes. So if I'm playing open notes, I do the same thing with my right hand. It's going to have the same kind of nice full sound. It works all the way up